Finally TV, here we are. It is your boy Gabriel. Remember, don't just dream, inspire. Don't just imagine, create, and just don't believe, achieve. That's the way it goes down right here on Finally TV. I'm very happy today to bring you episode 15 of Voice of the Valley. Have a very special guest today. Sir, introduce yourself.
Hey, yo, what's good, y'all? It's Wavy Wildboy here. Glad to be here on Finally TV. Thank you a lot, Gabriel, for having me on your show.
Thanks for coming, brother. I appreciate you. Very excited. I've met this gentleman a few different times out in the world performing in Poughkeepsie. And the first time I seen you, you had your shirt off within 30 seconds.
Yeah, man, you got to give the people what they want, you know what I'm saying? And,
there it is.
And, of course, you know, I want to be able to stick out away from all the other artists performing too as well too, and I noticed ain't nobody do that.
Yeah, so. No, but it worked.
It definitely worked.
At first I was like, yo, what is he doing? You know, and then I seen you a couple more times, and I was like, it works. That's what right. He's doing, it works. You know what I mean? Because I was telling Wifey, shout out Angie, I was like, hey, you know, I'm having Wildboy Wavy's coming on, and she was like, who's that? And I was like, you seen him perform? She's like, I did? I was like, yeah, remember dude was rapping, took his shirt off? She's like, yup. I was like,
that's right. You
That's
right. You're going to remember me.
Yeah. You know, so shout out to that. And also a testament to the fact that there are shows going on right in Poughkeepsie, right in Newburgh and Beacon that are a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of fun, good performance, great talent going out there. So make sure, party people, you're getting out to these shows. These local shows mean everything to these local artists. And, you know, they're not going to be local forever. We were just talking about that, you know. So get it while it's hot. Get it while you can see it, you know, for free sometimes, you know.
Sometimes.
You know.
Sometimes. We still got to make our money, too.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It's crazy, you know. So get out there and support, you know, buy a drink, buy a ticket. Ain't nothing but $15, $20 at max sometimes, you know. So why? Well, I don't even want to start with why. I'm going to go with, where were you born and how'd you end up in the Hudson Valley?
Okay. Me, originally, I was born in Brooklyn, New York.
Okay.
I moved around all over the city. So when I was in the second grade, I was adopted.
Okay.
I moved all the way upstate New York, and it was kind of weird. It was a different transition. So I've been here. I was back and forth. When I got adopted, I was still back and forth until I was about maybe like 13, 14. And then I finally, you know, stuck, you know, staying over here.
Got you. Okay. I came across you probably like 7 months ago. I was like, oh, okay. I see you. I see what you're doing over there. Started hearing your name a little bit, and then I seen you at the joint over at the spot that's closed now, the Derby.
Yeah,
that's what I seen you there with Myel Simpkins. What's up, man?
That was definitely a good show. Shout out Jag too, by the way, for
of course,
that too.
Jag
for putting that out together. And
as a matter of fact, Jag, self-made out there.
Yeah, definitely, he's the one that actually reached out to me for that one. Actually.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So that was a good look for him.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy, great artist too, man.
Definitely.
He's got something to say. I like Jag. So speaking of Jag and music, tell us why you're here today, man.
Well, I just want to, you know, tell my story a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Tell people, explain my love for music, explain like what I'm in here to do, give you a little background on myself, you know, and show love to the 845 a little bit. You know what I mean? Okay,
there it is. That's what I like. So when would you say you actually realized, you know, what your passion was and that you wanted it to be music?
So this is a funny story.
Okay.
Hilarious story, actually. So when I was about in 8th grade, I was in 8th grade, my older brother and his friends, they used to come over to the house and they used to battle rap each other.
Okay.
And I always stuck out of it, you know, because I knew I couldn't rap myself.
Right.
So I wasn't going to, you know, jump in there and just get slaughtered. They were going in on each other too. So what ended up happening was one day, my brother came at me. And then his friends, you know, they realized I had no reply, so they were like, oh, we all gonna get
picking on you.
Yeah, they picked on me. So I was like, you know what? All right, I got y'all. I could fight y'all, but no, I know what I'm gonna do. So I went down and I wrote down some fire. You know what I'm saying?
Like, you was mad. You was scribbling hard.
That's it. I was getting it ready. I was on the bus to school writing. I was in the lunchroom writing. Before I went to bed, wrote a little bit more. It took me about like 3 days to write that.
Yeah.
And I was like, boom, all right, this is it.
Yeah.
this right here, this is my reply. Next time they come at me, I got them.
Yep.
And what ended up happening was I never got to get them because they never came back at me.
Oh.
So it was just like, damn, I wrote that for nothing.
But you like that feeling or that fire.
What ended up happening was one day I was just in the cafeteria and one of my friends, he had saw me writing it. I was reading it over again just in case it happened to just come up. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Just want to make sure I memorize it. So he saw me reading it, memorizing. He was like, who wrote that? That's some Lil Wayne stuff right there. Who you quoting, Lil Wayne? And I'm like, nah, that's me. He said, let me see that. So he looks at, man, stop lying. It's Lil Wayne, bro. It's Lil Wayne. And I'm like, nah, I'm serious. I wrote that. I was like, you really think Lil Wayne wrote that? Yeah. He said, yeah, bro, that's him. I know that's him. I'm like, that's really me, bro. I said, damn, well, if they think Lil Wayne wrote what I wrote,
right,
I must be somewhere near Lil Wayne. Yeah. So, I mean, I might be able to do what he does.
Yeah.
So, long story short, I ended up starting to do it again, like, throughout life and everything like that. I didn't start taking it serious until probably 6 years ago.
Oh, okay.
6 years ago, I started getting real serious. I was in studios, like real studios, and actually doing shows and whatnot. Okay. I did my first show actually as a sophomore in high school. It was for the school talent show. I did all my own music, and there was a lot of talent that day, but they all liked me the best that day, and I was like, wow,
good.
I could do this.
Yeah.
And this is what I'm here to do. Let's do this.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I like that, and it kind of leads right into the next question. You said about 6 years you've been pursuing this thing. So, and you would say that 6 years ago, that's when you said to yourself, I'm gonna see if I could do this.
Yeah,
put something together.
About 6 years ago, it's 2018, so about 6 years ago, what I did was I knew I was going to the military.
Okay.
I was in the Marine Corps for 4 years.
Okay.
And
thanks for your service.
Thank you. So what I thought was, you know what? Let me use the Marine Corps and the traveling to kind of get my name out.
Yeah, why not?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at that time, I was going by Luda, and it was working for a little bit. I had my little buzz out there, whatever. But then, I came back, and while I was doing that, actually, I was like, you know what? I'm actually getting some kind of, vibe from this.
Yeah.
So this is what I need to do, and I need to take it serious. So when I get out the Marine Corps, I need to get straight to it. I need to bang out these shows. I need to get in the studio. I need to keep writing songs. I can't stop.
Got you. I like it. I like that you did that and made that decision. So 6 years ago, you got serious. You wanted to do it. So then what materialized since then? Did you put together an album? Did you just start recording heavy? Like, what happened? What's the culmination thus far of that passion?
So what I ended up doing was I started writing a whole lot of different music, and I always was told that none of my music sounds the same. Okay. So what I was going to do was I started getting a whole bunch of different artists as well to get on the tracks with me. And I was going to release a mixtape called Featured.
Okay.
That mixtape never dropped, but I dropped all those songs as singles. So what ended up happening was now after I finished that, I realized, I started doing shows, and I couldn't really rely on I had to go find all these different artists to come do these shows with me. I'm like, dang, I got to do my own thing. Yeah. So then I started working on my own album. That album will be dropping soon. I can't give a release date yet, but it will be dropping soon. That album will be called Still Chasing Dreams, and the reason why that's called Still Chasing Dreams because I'm 27 years old, and family, friends, just different people are like, yo, dude, when are you gonna give that dream up, man? Like, when are you gonna just get a regular job? You can't tell me that. Right. You can't tell me to give up. You know what I'm saying? Because that's just not in my nature. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I was like, all right, cool. That's perfect because this album gonna call Still Chasing Dreams. And me personally, when you hear it, I think you're gonna know. Like, I think that album's gonna be the one that takes me out. You know what I'm saying?
Got you. I like it. But you have another song that gained a little popularity in the area. Let's talk about that song. The All I Want Is You.
All I Want Is You, featuring Spartacus. Shout out Spartacus. That's my guy right there.
Yes, sir.
So that song is a funny song actually. I love the song. I was sitting at work and the cleaning lady was just walking by. I was just messing with her. I like to mess with people at work sometimes. Just messing with them. And I had the beat playing in the background from the Legion. Shout out to Legion too, by the way. playing, and all of a sudden, like, the lady, she was like, she you know, the most attractive lady. But I just like the best of it, so I was like, all I want is you, baby. And I was like, ooh, I like this. I like this. So I just kept going with it, and I just started writing. So I came, and I had the first verse, I had it, boom, done. So what I was gonna do was just record that so I could stop replaying the beat. And I was gonna do that first verse and leave it at that. I was in the studio, and Spartacus just happened to walk in there, and I had heard about this dude already, and I'm like, I don't really like him because, like, you know, too many people have came up to me and talked to me about him. And most artists like that, they want, oh, you gonna pay me for a feature? I ain't paying you a damn thing.
Right.
So I was like, right off rip, when he's sitting there, you know, showing me respect and everything like that, I was like, all right, maybe I got the wrong idea of this dude. You know what I'm saying? I do see he's on his grind. Also, he heard me actually recording something else, and then he liked that. But then all of a sudden, I just started singing. I said, all I want is you, baby. And he was like, woo. So he heard me actually do the song. He was like, yo, bro, let me get on that. And I right back to that thought, like, nah, this dude wants something out of this. Nope, I was like, you know what? I'll give him a chance. So I said, yo, you know what? Next time I'm in the studio, you come back with your verse. I should be here next week because I got to work throughout the week. I'll be here next week. You finish that verse, and I'll put you on the track. He said, all right, cool. I called that man. Next time I was in the studio, I called him. I said, yo, I'm at the studio. Pull up. By the way, shout out Big Bang Fault. That's the studio I recorded that at.
Okay.
If you need recording, video, all that stuff, they're the studio to hit. You know what I'm saying? So I pulled up. No, I asked him. I said, yo, Spartacus, I'm at the studio. You know, pull up and drop your verse. My dude showed up in 5 minutes.
Okay.
I was like, okay,
yeah,
he's ready. He's ready to work.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I need right there. He's ready to work.
Yeah.
So he pulled up, laid down his verse, and we just been rocking with it. And then the first show I actually met you at the Derby was the first time we actually ever performed that song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got you.
So it was actually pretty cool. You know, I like to give Spartacus like so much respect for this. You know, this man is hardworking. This dude was sleeping in the back.
Okay.
He was dead knocked out.
You told me that earlier. I was like, really?
He had done 2 shows prior to that. That's why.
Yeah.
So he was tired. He was white. Yeah. And he was sleeping in the background. And I'm looking at dude. I'm like, bro, like, I got a show I got to put on here. You know what I'm saying? You just here for the feature, man. Come on, wake up for me. Yeah. So finally he woke up, and this dude was a ball of energy. We did that. Yeah. And also a song I also haven't featured on Count It Up. Song's full of energy, and I feed off his energy sometimes. Right, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I was, for somebody that was sleeping, to have that much energy, and I was able to feed off it. I was like, that's fire. So me as an artist, I also feed off the energy of other people.
Sure.
A lot of people. It's funny you brought that up. A lot of people ask me, like, when they heard that song, they're like, yo, did you write that song for somebody? No, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't really write it for somebody. I like to write my music to relate for everybody. You know, because I know everybody can relate to that song. They have that one person, like, all I want is you. You know what I'm saying? Sure. They have a great background story, because in the song, you hear it, there's a whole background story to it. You know what I'm saying? Like how, you know, the sex was good, it picked you up riding around in the cab, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's stuff you did with a loved one or ex-girlfriend or something like that. Yeah. I just had a dude actually just recently tell me, yo, dude, your song just got me my girlfriend back. And I was like, that's fire.
Yeah, that is fire. That is fire.
That's fire.
And so, real quick, tell the people where they can go hear that song.
You can get that song on iTunes, Spotify, Google, Tidal, Deezer. I never actually been on Deezer, but yeah. I guess you can get it there too.
That's marketing.
It's also on Facebook. I have a couple videos with that song playing. You can find me on Facebook, facebook.com/Wavy Wildboy Official. SoundCloud.com/Wavy Wildboy Official. Instagram, Wavy Wildboy Official. And my YouTube channel is also Wavy Wildboy Official.
Got you. So go look at that, download, buy, do what you got to do. The song is fire, though. You're going to love this song if you haven't heard it already. I like it. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, man, no doubt. I think I actually have footage on my phone of that performance at Derby that I might splice in here.
Well, all I want is you. All I want is you, baby. So tell me what to do, baby. And I don't have a clue, baby. And all I want is you. Yeah.
Oh, word? You know, yeah, that's fine.
I might have some footage of that might work out. So no promises if you didn't see it, but I saw it with my own eyes. So get out to a show. You know? All right, so moving on. What would you say, you know, what's your inspirations for all this, man? Why are you doing this? Why is your eyes on the prize so hard?
Well, for me, I've always been the type of person, like, if I set a goal, I have to reach it.
Okay.
No matter what. And my goal is, you know, to be the next up. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's why I also sent you a song too, by the way. They might be hearing it. I don't know.
Yeah. Exclusive.
Next up now, and it's because of the fact that I'm always hearing, yo, Wavy, you next up now. You know what I'm saying? You next up, bro. And I believe it. I really believe that. So I want to be next. There's plenty of artists that inspired me. My main job, my trade is security. So I've done a lot of celebrity security work. So I've met like tons of celebrities and stuff like that have given me so much inspiration. They've just, you know, talked to me, just told me different things, just sat down and talked to me as like a human to human instead of celebrity to security. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I thought that was really cool. Some of those artists being like Chanel West Coast. I know she gets a lot of hate in the industry, but just for her to even sit down and talk to me, regardless of where she's at in her career, just, you know, her talking to me and telling me that stuff, I was like, yo, that's cool. That's really cool. Snow the Product, Casanova, Jay-Z, you know, just those people, you know, just stuff like that. They will sit down and actually talk to me and tell me, like, yo, this is what you need to do. You need to market yourself. Also, a big inspiration for me because of the fact that I knew him before the fame and before his name got big. Aaron Knight.
Okay.
Aaron Knight, he has a new single, Choppy, out right now too. I'll go get that, by the way. This dude right here, he inspires me all the time. He tells me different things. There was a time where I was about to put the pen down, and to see a verified mark in my inbox saying, "What are you doing, bro?" I'm like, damn, maybe I am doing something wrong here. You know what I'm saying? If he sees it in me, I need to see it in myself. So big shout out Aaron Knight.
Yeah, no, that's what's up. And that's a great point, and I've gotten away from it the last few interviews, is, you know, telling you guys, you know, giving you flowers while you can smell them is the phrase, you know what I mean?
Fact.
But telling you while you're here, you know, I like the music, man. You know what I mean? Keep it going, you know?
Thank you,
like,
I appreciate that.
You know, I think it doesn't get told to you enough, and I don't mean just you. I mean everybody that's trying to do something that's not, you know, global or national yet, you know. But, you know, some of the stuff that you're doing is pro-level quality music that somebody could have in their, you know, library and just be a next song on the shuffle. You know what I mean? Like, very easily.
That's funny you say that. There's plenty of times. I want to say thank you to all my followers too, because there's so many different times that I'm just, you know, just sitting there in my house, like kind of bummed out, like, damn, what's my next step? You know what I'm saying? And out of nowhere, I'll just get, you're tagged in so-and-so's post. And it'll be the picture with All I Want Is You playing, saying, yo, I'm jamming this right now while I'm cleaning my house. I'm jamming this in the car. You know, it'll be a video. I got people in Budapest sending me videos that I had to play this 3 different times, you know what I'm saying, because this song is fire. That right there is motivation to me right there. I think it's cool, too, because for me as the person that knew, I sat there and wrote that.
Yeah, man.
I spent the time in the studio to record that. And then for somebody to be able to sing it back to me word for word, that every time it happens, it doesn't get old.
Yeah, no, I can't.
It doesn't get old.
I can't imagine it getting old. I mean, Everybody who knows me knows that I'm a rapper at heart. In my heart, I'm a true blue rapper. And back in when, you know, it's true, man. You know, in little increments, you know, even the littlest times when you get somebody that's like, yo, Gabe, da-da-da-da-da, and they're spitting my rhyme back at me, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up right
that's
there.
Fire,
you know what I mean?
It's
like
crazy.
It's a crazy feeling. So I can only imagine on your level, you know, taking it to the next spot where it's like people you don't even know, you know, tagging you and stuff. So that's great, man. So just, you know, giving it up to you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? Keep it going. Don't quit, for real. So I think it's very obvious, everybody. We could talk about music all night long. So we're gonna break it up a little bit. We're gonna learn the man just a little. You know,
no problem. Let's get it.
Let's talk about a favorite activity. What's Wavy doing? If you're not working security, you're not writing something, you're not in the studio. What's something that you love to do? Is it a sport, an activity?
Ooh, that's a good one. For me, every now and then I like to travel. You know what I mean? I definitely like to travel. When I was in the Marine Corps, I did most of my traveling. I haven't been able to do as much now, but I will be actually touring soon.
Oh, okay.
My first stop actually in September 22nd. I'll be in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee.
There you go.
I love to travel. I like to just go different places. And I like to act a fool when I'm at these places too.
Why not?
You know, that's honestly like my favorite activity, realistically. Acting a fool in a place that nobody knows who I am. Because I can go somewhere and tell you, hey, my name is Latrell Chapstick Jackson. And you gonna know that Latrell Chapstick Jackson acted a fool over there. So when I get back, you can't say, yo, that was Wavy Wildboy that was doing that stuff.
Right. And if you notice, he said acting a fool, but he also followed that up by saying, when I get back, meaning you're not acting a fool to get locked up.
No.
You mean acting up, having fun, wilding out, just messing with people, you know what I mean?
You know, going up to random strangers that I don't know. Hey, Martha, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And then her name definitely ain't no Martha, but it is for that time being because Latrell Chapstick Jackson says so.
Oh, I love it. All right. You got me with that. So let's talk about food, man. All right. What nationality are you? What's your background?
Ooh, this is gonna be. That's a good question. You asked that because most people just see me and think I'm just African American.
Okay. That's
actually cool. You asked that. Most people don't ask me that. Yeah. I'm actually a mix of African American, Bayesian, and German.
Get out.
Yeah. So, my father is mixed with African and German. Okay. He's straight from Ghana, actually.
Okay.
And my mother's from Barbados.
Wow. Okay. See, I knew I cheated a little bit. I told you I was rapping, and for years my rap partner, he was Barbados. So the look, there's a certain look, you know what I'm saying, that y'all get. You know, I look in your face, and it's like sometimes I get confused. I'll admit with like Jamaican, like I can't really like sometimes I can't distinguish, but like I saw some, I was like, let me ask you. So based on that, and that's a pretty wide array, German all the way to Barbados.
Yeah.
Food, man. If I said, yo, you can only have this one plate of food, but it's yours right now. What is it?
See, now that goes right back to the ethnicity.
That's why I asked.
Except for it's not a Bayesian dish. It's not an African dish. It's going to be the one that you mistaken me for. Jamaican. Okay. You throw some oxtail, rice, and peas right here, right now. It's made right. It's a wrap.
Yeah.
It's done.
Yeah. Okay.
I can eat that meal probably every day. Yeah. I think I did for like 2 weeks one time. It's probably really unhealthy, but I did it. Fire.
I never had oxtail. I've had other friends tell me like, you need to try. You know?
Well, you're missing out. You're definitely missing out.
Yeah. But I feel you on the binging out on something because I definitely had pernil and arroz, everything that you can think of. You know, rice and pork for like 2 weeks straight. You know what I mean?
I believe it. When I was actually living in Virginia too, I actually went nothing but beef and rice for like probably like a month straight, and I beefed up crazy. Of course, I was huge. I mean, I was also hitting the weights like crazy and working construction. But beef and rice, that was my thing for a minute.
You know, and it's great that you say that too, and that you've been in the military and you've been around a little bit. If I said to you, what's a favorite place for you to be? You know, don't say home. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Let's go other than home. Because I know you would say your kids, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But what's a favorite place to be if it's not home? And you know the kids are safe.
Okay, like you mean like traveling wise?
Anywhere in the whole world. What's a favorite place that you've experienced that you're like, I'd love to go back and just be?
There's two.
Okay.
Portugal. I had an awesome time in Portugal. I was in Lisboa. I think that's how you pronounce it. Or Lisbon.
I don't even know.
Lisbon or Lisboa. They pronounce it both ways.
Okay.
Fire time.
Okay.
In Portugal. I mean, no, I just said that. Dubai.
Dubai. Oh, okay.
Dubai. There's a funny little video on the internet. Dubai was lit. Yo, Dubai is really lit.
It's lit like that.
It's lit. Like it's just like it's a different culture. Like it's the culture that you want to live. You know, you see all the nice cars. You see the big fancy buildings. You know, just the food is good. The party scene is awesome. Yeah, it was a good time.
Oh, okay.
Great time.
That's a great answer. I like that. I think being well traveled, you know, teaches you a little bit something about life too. You know,
Speaking of Dubai, I actually got to put on a show out there while I was
did?
there. Yeah, I was extremely drunk, and somebody actually asked me to rap while I was at this bar, and then the DJ started playing an instrumental, and it was actually a festival.
Okay.
It was like almost like a beer fest.
So there's a lot of people.
So there
there.
was so many people. They were like, "Get on the stage, get on the stage." Of course, I'm drunk and I'm in another place and I can't actually rap. Of course, I got on that stage and I put on a fire show for them. I ended up getting kicked out that bar anyway, but that's a whole nother story.
Did you take your shirt off, man?
Something like it, yeah.
All right, so let's talk about, you know, speaking about life and stuff. Is there a motto or a line of advice that you kind of live by that's like the baseline for everything you do and everything you are?
Yes, there is. Well, also another thing relates back to the Marine Corps again, because I learned this while I was in the Marine Corps, to have a combat mindset. A combat mindset is confident, aggressive, relaxed.
Okay.
Me personally, I think when you live by all three of those at once, you can't lose.
Got you. Okay, that's a great way to be.
You can't lose. Confident, aggressive, relaxed.
Yeah, I've heard that before. That's great. I like car.
Car, yep, keyword car. That's it.
Keyword car. That's the way I've heard it before.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I like that. I think that would keep you on the straight and narrow too, you know, and I can respect that 100%. So this is my favorite question, bro, of the whole show. You know what I mean? This is where I'm at. This is the part that we arrived at the question. You know, and I love this because you have traveled and you've been doing shows, you know.
Yeah.
But so tell me about a time, and maybe the first time because that's the one you're going to be most, you know, passionate about. But a time that you were out and about and you felt like a star, whether you were performing or you were just walking out and about. Tell me about a time or two.
Okay, a time or two. Okay, perfect. So the first time I could really like imagine like where I felt like a star was both times actually relates to when I was working security.
Okay.
I really felt like a star, and it was actually really recent. The first time I was working security, and like there was a group of girls like kind of like off to the side, and all I hear is and I'm like,
I know that melody.
so tell me what to do, baby. And they're like, yeah, I knew it was him. Oh my God, yo, we love you. And I'm like, whoa, that's fire. I have no idea who these girls are again, you know. It also happened while I was at the studio. There was actually somebody next door that lives to the studio that saw me just outside having a cigarette and was like, yo, and they were singing it out their window, and I was like, that's fire, yo. Me and my engineer were sitting out there like, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Second time, I was also working security again, and this dude, he comes up to me and he goes, he's like, yo, you look familiar. You be rapping, don't you? And I'm like, yeah, I do. He said, yo, I remembered you. You're Wavy Wildboy. Yo, I was at your show. He said, but you just got a security shirt on today. Yo, something different about that. All right, that's cool. But yo, you were lit, blah, blah, blah. All that, cool. And I'm still working.
Right.
For him to recognize me over somebody that's already there, that made me feel, I felt great. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was cool.
Yeah, man. Congrats on that, man. And you're only gonna get more of that, bro. I'm telling you.
I believe it. I believe it.
You know what I mean? I really do. I don't want to pigeonhole this, man, into just one song, but I'm telling you, when you hear this song, if you haven't heard it already, I'm gonna play. I know you told me not to play it during the video.
Hey, let's get it.
I might have to play it during the video.
We can play it.
I'm definitely gonna put the link, in the description box so you guys can go check it out. But I think I'm gonna play a little snippet of it. But it's a dope song. It's super catchy.
Yeah, definitely is catchy.
It's catchy, and he sings good, but the boy can rap. Okay.
I'm glad you said that too, because I'm actually, it was gonna be a surprise, but I'm actually gonna release a video where just letting people know, like, I am not only just a singer.
Right.
The bars are real.
Oh, yeah.
The bars are super real because, like I told you, I started out battle rap. I was writing a battle rap.
You did a freestyle recently, and you were rapping over it. I forget what we talked about it on IG. You murdered that.
I think it was was it the Havana one?
Yes.
Havana. See, I want to talk about the cloud chasers. Okay. I couldn't really find a beat to use it on. So I figured I'd use this one. Yeah. So thank you, Camila. See, I ain't trying to really brag, I know I'm smarter than most. With all the moves and celebration, think it's time for a toast. I ain't trying to work a 9 to 5, but trips on a boat. Hit the stool with Miss Cabello, Roger, Pamela Gold. Yeah, have a drink and maybe spin a few records. If I ever go to jail, please don't write me no letters, cause I'm a lone wolf. And I be howling at the moon, and I always do it better with nobody in the room. Like, big space, work out with big weights. See good on big place, New York, my birthplace. Go wild, change clothes, I switch styles. No love or stepchild, I don't like my food mile. And every beat I ever use, I demolish. And I remember skipping high school just to get girls in college. And instead we're getting brain, now I'm so full of knowledge. Now I snap on any beat, so you should pay me my homage. Yeah, praise God that he blessed me with talent. I'm an artist and a father, it's a hell of a balance. But I ain't never took a shortcut, always up for a challenge. Count the green and serve it up like I'm making a salad. Now this shit ain't no game. I work too hard for you to just bite off my fame. I know I'm wavy, but you cannot ride my wave. You chasing clout, but me and you, we're not the same. Yeah, Camila Cabello, Havana, yeah.
You killed that.
That's out on YouTube as well, too.
Okay, and what's the YouTube channel?
YouTube.com/Wavy Wildboy official.
There you go. And to that point, why don't we just go down the list, man, and tell the people, in closing, where they can find you, what's coming up, and how you want them to support you. Go ahead.
All right, my Instagram is at Wavy Wildboy official, at WAVYWILDBOYOFFICIAL. Go follow me there mainly. That's where I'm always on. I'm always on IG. Facebook, you can find me at Wavy Wildboy. YouTube, Wavy Wildboy official. SoundCloud.com, Wavy Wildboy official. iTunes, Spotify. I'm on every major listening platform. That's about it. Yeah,
that's enough.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
That's it. Yeah.
Man, I can't thank you enough for coming on. The new album, when it comes out, maybe we could do
Still Chasing Dreams.
Yeah, Still Chasing Dreams. I like that. Maybe we'll do a little album review.
Yeah, definitely.
And have you come back and talk to the people about it, and we'll discuss the album.
Go down each song and let you know what's going on behind it.
Yeah. Wavy, man, it has been a pleasure having
Definitely,
you on
brother.
the show,
Definitely.
man.
I appreciate you having me, bro.
Yeah, no question about it. He'll be back. He's Wildboy Wavy. I am Gabriel. This is FinallyTV, episode 15, ladies and gentlemen, of Voice of the Valley. Happy to have that man on. We are out.
That's it, y'all.